Hey, this is Good Faith Dialogue. I hope you're doing well. This is the first content or argument related video on this channel, and it follows the channel introduction where I just kind of go into some of my motives and kind of thoughts for the whole channel. And so this video in particular is an argument in defense of the existence of objective truth and a defense that we can know it and we can know that we can know it. And as I made disclaimers in the last video, my disclaimer in this video, I recognize that it won't address or anticipate all objections. I understand that people are coming from different places. The goal is just to present an argument that proceeds from kind of a minimum amount of controversial assumptions. And so it's just a presentation of the thrust of reasoning, and then further dialogue can go from there, either in the comments or in the email provided, or likely in a future video. Some major objections will be discussed. So here's the proof that I would propose. So at the very beginning, I exist in the here and now. We know that, obviously. Even if I tried to deny it, like just testing it out, suppose that I didn't exist. In order for me to say that, there must be an existing denier in the here and now in order to deny it. And so I know that I exist with absolute, infallible, unmistakable, unfalsifiable certainty. I know that without a shadow of a doubt. And I know that I know that. So there's some objective truth about me, and I can know it with absolute certainty. Even though it's something very small, it's something fundamental, it's something about existence. And that's kind of cool. So I know that, and I know how all those other truths really relate to and actually follow from each other. So I can think about, okay, I can know these true things, but then see how they imply necessarily each other. And so I can actually reason about reality. We can, like, logic is actually useful. It maps onto reality, and we can know that it does. And we can actually understand fundamental truth about reality through reasoning. And so why is this important? It's important because it reveals that we're not doomed to absolute skepticism. It's commonly kind of thought and suggested that you can't really know anything about anything because anything is, kind of overly influenced, like just necessarily fundamentally distorted by bias or by this or that thing. And it's also suggested that further scientific investigation could overturn this or that thing, and so it's all kind of up in the air. But if we can know basic things like that, and at least the power of the mind, the actual genuine capacity of the mind to understand reality and discern and discover laws of logic that actually map onto the world, we're not doomed to absolute skepticism. We can actually know fundamental truth about reality. So that's kind of considering why it's important on the part of us, but on the part of the world, there are some things that are actually unchangeably true, and they can serve as reliable, stable starting points for making sense of reality. And so I resonate with the kind of the angst of, well, if everything's just kind of up in the air, you can't really get any inquiry off the ground. It's all provisional, and I understand that. But in principle, the only way to kind of build a worldview, to build a framework that actually maps onto the world that we can access and understand, is by discovering something stable and unchangeable, and that can't possibly be altered or changed through some further investigation or through some experience or preference of mine. And so that's a valuable place to begin. Thank you for watching, and take care.